This morning, we're going to do some obstacles. I've never ridden obstacles with him. He's only done what you have seen, arena work of walk, trot, and his first canters and lateral work. So I'm going to introduce to him an L, some other little patterns, a gate opening, which he's never done. And I thought I'd film the process so you can see it. Okay, so here we go. First, we're going to come to a flag. I'll be picking it up with my right hand. So I'll ride up to the barrel. He's been desensitized to a flag. So first, could I just even pick it up as he's leading? You can see that he's kind of chasing it here. It's in front of him. Like I said, I have worked on the flag with him before. So the next part would be, could I carry it where the saddle is and lead my horse, prepping him for being able to carry it? And then can he halt next to the barrel? And I place it back. Definitely not a concern. If there was concerns, I'd talk you through it. But he has been desensitized to a flag, so that wasn't a big deal for him to establish, oh, she's going to pick it up with her right hand and carry it over the saddle. Then we're going to do a zigzag. The goal is I carry the flag and do this zigzag one-handed. So can he do nice turns? And zig. And zag. Of course, as future goes on, it'd be really nice if you could do this at walk and trot and do things a lot quicker. Then our first obstacle is a working neck barrel pattern. So we have to be able to do a right circle, a boy, then a left circle, and they're tight, a boy, and because I've got a really good control of my leading with him, he's very light doing to turn away right here. You've seen, boy, you got her. And then you've seen a really nice light, go and turn, maintain. This is going to be a jump, but I don't care how he goes over it, as long as he goes over it. This little obstacle is side pass, side pass. Well, first we'll stand here and wait. I like putting in lots of pauses, so there's a start and a middle and an end. The start would be to ride my horse up to the obstacle, halt, and then over the obstacle. Boy, no, slow down, please. I'm doing a little half halt on his halter. No, shh. Slow down, please. Okay, got a little worried. Take my time. Okay, now we're going to do a turn and face the other way. Switch my stick to the new hand and side pass this way. So it's a double side pass. I've never side passed him over a pole when I've been in the saddle, so this will all be new today. Good boy, you got her. Good job, bud. Good job. Well done. Now we are going to go to the L, another obstacle we haven't done. So with the L, I break this down into multiple pieces. First, I lead a horse through the L. Can he even handle the leading through the L aspect? Okay. Can he come into an L? Good. Then can he back out of this piece of the L so he hasn't had to line up his hind legs? Good boy. You're okay. He's giving me the eyeballs. Why are we backing through this thing? Here he needs to move his shoulders and keep backing. Okay? And my stick is helping to say, you got to keep backing. I don't want to put too much pressure on the cavesson. Good. I'm going to have that liberty feel. Watch yourself here. There's the end of the task. Good job, bud. Does his first L. But I didn't start with the tail on the outside of it. I started with the tail on the inside. And he already backs up really well, so we should have an L. Okay, if you've done your prior preparation well, and I have a hind quarter yield, so when I line my horse up, and I have a front end turn, right? So good boy, and I'm going to pause right there because that's actually usually one of the harder things to teach a horse is to get the back in between two scary things because they can't see, they see poles, but they're not sure if they're backing into something. Let's let them think about that for a moment. But because I had a hind quarter yield and a turn, that happened very easily. So I'll come off the side pass and I'll back through and is the goal. And depending on how he's set up, I will do a hind quarter yield to get his hind end in there, or I might just bring his forehand, do a turn with the front end. However I need to straighten him out, doesn't matter, as long as that's the beginning. Once their hind legs are in there, it's a lot easier. Now it's just a matter of keeping him dead straight. As soon as there's a kink in the neck, you're going to hit a pole. I'm going to put my whip on the side here to remind him this is important to me to not touch the poles. I'm going to start turning his nose towards me here, and that'll create, you got to keep backing. Yeah, good boy. Let him pause there for a second because he had to think about when you're turning, it's like a truck and trailer. You turn the nose, the hind legs go the opposite direction in the back up. All right, for your first backup, I'm going to give him a big scratch for that. That was really good. What a good boy. So this is just testing all of the work I've done. I've already asked him to turn and back up before. I've just never used poles. Okay, and then we do a turn, and we come to our box, which he stumbles over for all 4 feet. I don't own a bridge, so for this, we're just at least going to stand on it with front feet. Because, yes, okay. And he needs a cuddle for that. Okay, yeah, you're wonderful. Good boy. Okay, you're very good. Yep. Then can you bring your hind feet? And then this is where he falls off. Or not today. Okay. Well, apparently today he made it. He's been very good this morning. What a good boy. So clever. Super clever. So I will now go do a gate. I'm just going to check the camera is filming. Just wait there, sir. We're still filming. And we're going to go do a gate opening. And that will be the end of the exercise. So far, he's done very well. He's parked. He's let me fiddle with a camera. He's done an L. Next part would be the gate opening. So we're going to do a right hand open. I'm going to ride my horse to the gate. I'm going to simulate as many steps as I can here. I would put my leg on and ask him to yield his hind legs over and get as close to this gate as physically possible. Yeah, good job, buddy. He's got some bug bites, so this is all he needs. A couple of scratches here, and he knows he's super smart. Now I'm going to push this gate open because that would be my right hand opening it. Then we would go through with the front end. Okay. And then I want to be able to still hold this gate. I'm going to get him to do a turn on the forehand. Bring him back up beside this gate. Good job, buddy. Good. Yeah, good. And then just holding my whip on the right side here to prevent him from side passing away. Now, I'm going to use my whip. I'm going to push the gate. I'm going to ask him to side pass back towards it. Okay, no, he cannot do that. I'll use my foot to hold the gate then. Good. Use my elbow to close the gate. And keep side passing the gate. I've never done this with him, so this is his first. Yeah, good job, buddy. Yeah, good boy. Well done, you. There's a lot of trust developed between me and him. So it looks easy because he knows that I'm not going to put him in danger. Right? He's very, very understanding that whatever I ask him to do, he knows that there's an answer in there. It's not going to be unpredictable. Side pass is side pass. Doesn't matter if it's to a fence or not to a fence. So I'm just going to hop on, and then we will film all of this with me riding. So this will be his first ever obstacles under saddle.